Turn that. Setting up the second screen so I'll see checks and things. Right. Copy. Hi Colin. Hopefully you can hear me. So I'll quickly try and finish up this Lemmings installer. Haven't quite worked out bits and pieces up yet, so I've had to set a second screen up for the chat messages. It's much easier since I remembered that Chris pulled the source code away. There's a list of all the sectors where all the files are to copy from. It's just a table with all the details of where the files are stored on the disk. C8 is the logo. DNA logo. Right. Oh, it'd be nice if we had it. Put it back together. I've still got a copy of a load of his stuff, so I might have to have a look through, see if it's on there. He's got something here called Track 51, which might be the copy protection. Oh no. It's just loading a file. Track 51's Track 51. I've got to remember the order of these parameters. One. BC. What did I get them in? DECB. So 01. See, it's that one where it causes problems by just writing over all system variables, so you can't use BDOS. Otherwise, I'd use BDOS to load everything. Save all the hassle. It's like on the old Amiga, isn't it? It's just like, do you use the system, or do you just kill the system and use everything? Don't think. Right. So that. In theory, not sure if it shows you these bits or not. I'm just putting the hard drive file. Right. So in theory now, if I BDOS and I load my disk. So this is the problem I have with. I'll have to keep a copy of this file. There's something in SimCafe keeps breaking hard drive files. It just yeah, I can't use. I used to use Comet for everything. I'm getting too old. I like to have much more space, so I can put more comments and just pad it out a bit more. I've slowly taken all of the Trinity UI, all the IP stuff for Sam Online into a newer toolchain. It just makes it a lot easier to work with. But yeah, I need to get a capture card so I can capture the real Sam. Because obviously I won't be able to stream this when I'm working on the Trinity side of it, because you won't be able to see it. But yeah, for some reason this just breaks. Let's see if it's just. Sometimes you can reformat the card. Still doesn't do it. Right, 1 second. I'm going to keep a copy of that one because I'll send it to Simon because he wants them. He can try and figure out what's going wrong with it. So that was a test. Now let's just go and quickly create a new one. Hopefully put in the new hard drive file. Again, load the formatter. Oops. The BDOS disk in. Has to be said, now I've got the SAM set up on the nicer TV and things, I could quite happily go back to working on Comet. But I think because I write so many other tools to do bits and pieces on the PC, I find it easy just to keep everything there, and then obviously with trim load it works quite nicely. Right, so we've formatted that, so now you should be able to get a record. So you just can't. Record 2. Valid record. It's just. If I do that instead. Real problems create any sort of discs. So this is a hard drive there. And that's a brand new created disk. I'll have to do it the old way, unless I've got one. Make a copy of that one for when it breaks, so I can just duplicate it. Okay. Let's raise all of that. Right, and now find. Let's copy. Oh, have I got it auto booting? No, good. Oh dear, can't type today. Doesn't have my laptop keyboard's broken, so I've had to use a USB keyboard. Right, let's just insert the Lemmings disk. Yes, it's broken the disk again. I used to think it was my program causing it, but it's just calling BDOS to do this. It's not doing anything clever. Let's try again. unload it. Delete one. Just close that second. Delete HDD, delete HDF. Copy. The only trouble is, I have a habit now of when I go back to DOS to try and move stuff around, I put copy and I use 2 because that's what you have to do on the on SAM, obviously. It's quite hard to keep flicking between all these different machines. It's worse going from, I'm getting better at it, but it's worse going from Z80 to 68000 because obviously they have assembler instructions Z80 is dest, source, and then Motorola 68000 it's source, dest. So yeah, that's always fun. Right.
Once you know what I control, I have power over your soul. Let you see that all I do can never
Let's use a completely fresh disk. Now, if we put in my program disk, load in that, put in the Lemmings itself. It's definitely something to do with saving. I bet it's broken all the things again. Yeah. I had a lot of problems with this on Prince Persia. Makes it very hard to do anything. Thanks for them not in the main office. I haven't got the main SAM in here, so I'm limited to the SimCoupe. Won't be able to do much more on Lemmings installer this evening. Right, right, bear with me. I'm just going to send one of these files to Simon Owen. Let's just where is it? Right. Oh, can't find his email address. Right, and there's one of these broken HDF files. What is this? Oh, it's too big. Probably zip it. Of course, we're using it. Let's close that down a second. No. Oh, and you can't send a zip across Messenger, can you? Sending him a message. Right. So, well, that pretty much limits us from doing any of that. So, let's have a look. We could do some more. Just got to go open up the files. Right, I'll flick over this. Right, hopefully now you'll, yeah, you should be on a different version of Dev Studio now, which has I'll change something. What have I changed? That should work. Oh, updated a few versions. There we go. Let's see if we do this. Yeah, I like Visual Studio. I've used Visual Studio Code as well, which is free. Oh, Eclipse is horrible. Oh, don't even go there. I've used a lot of bad assemblers in IDEs. But yeah, Visual Studio Code is nice. It's got a lot of plugins. I think it's just because I use the full version of Visual Studio every day in my life. I'm just used to it all. Keep that. One thing I'd like to sort today is there's a you jump, you can break it, you see. And let's mess with this. There's something to do when you flick them between screens. They've got this horrible screen. It suddenly jumps between multiple screens. What I might have to do is I need to load up the editor. I like Sci80. There's a few things I don't like in Sci80. It has to be said. I find the problem is I'm jumping between so many different projects all the time, and there's very few assemblers for the SAM because of the banking system. So I don't know. I'm tempted to either edit Sci80 a bit or to I don't know. I wrote a Z80 assembler a while ago. I might just resurrect that, create my entire own tool chains for everything, because I find everything I use has got one slight little problem that annoys me. I just realised you can't see my map editor. Hang on, I'll bring my map editor in. Click on this. There you go. You can see the map editor now. I just need to load in. Dizzy. So yeah, I'm starting to wish I'd put a bit more effort into this map editor because I'm having to use it a lot more. Happy it is. TI Dizzy. So it's this little screen here. It's this little annoying section. You come onto the screen and instantly come off it. As long as it works. Yeah, it's got to be to do with the still getting used to this. I'm using Streamlabs OBS, and I'm still trying to get used to it. Map editor. There we go. So where we handle movement around. It's been a month or two before I've really looked at this. Yeah, see here. It's where we move screens. So if we're 244, we move screen to the right. And we instantly set up position 16. Which is fine. Because we don't move back to the left until 12. And yeah, I haven't got the editor. If I load up Visual Studio, sorry, Coupe, you'll get that up here as well. It's only because I'm just in Visual Studio. I've had a huge problem with the moving between screens, getting the numbers right. The problem is I'm basing it all off the Amiga code. I completely decoded pretty much the Amiga game. Oh, how do you relate to that comes again because I'm pretty Because I'm basing it off the Amiga game, if you look at the map editor, the problem is you can't see my select screen. I wonder how I get you so you can see the select screen on the map editor as well. You don't get to see the extra dialog boxes. Oh, I've broken it all now. I don't see that. Yes, unfortunately you can't see the overview. I've got a little dialog box that pops up. Let me just bring back the map editor for you. So I'm just adding a source back so you can see the map editor. Right, there you go. Yeah, I've got an overview. What is it? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Effectively, there's like it's a grid of 32 screens wide by 8 screens high. If you go off the left, you subtract 1 from the screen number. If you go off the right, you add 1 to the screen number. You go up, you subtract 32. You go down, you add 32. So you literally move around this grid, and there are hundreds of screens that don't have anything. But yeah, my biggest problem's been because I'm basing this all off the Amiga version. Before we go back to that, the screen's a little smaller. Obviously, the Amiga's 320 wide. Sam's only 256, and I've had to adjust the maps. So here, it's happy I can't go any further left. I can jump up and we see the screen. And you can jump here. But you appear at 16. Or do you? It's almost like these are lined up, but it's almost like there's, I can't remember which button shows the collision. Ah, that could be the problem. Oh, just help the collision on thing. Show collision. There we go. Yes. Yeah, it could just be literally a couple of pixels. It's almost like it doesn't collide with these because they shouldn't be able to fall down. When he moves on to this screen, that's the highlighted screen, he shouldn't be able to fall down because he should be on the collision, so he should automatically be pushed up to the top. It's the fact that you can fall down and appear in the collision. I could. I've got to try and remember how to use the map editor. I could push these out a little and see what difference that makes. Oh yeah. So I think nudge them out a bit. It redraws when you move off. There's nothing clever. Let's save that out. Right, if I save that map, and then if we get back to same problem with the Streamline OBS, Streamlabs OBS. I can flick between windows, and obviously you don't see the change. But because that's at the top, I have to physically come into OBS and go disable that just so you see code. Right, if we recompile that. And right. Need to speed up that drawing still. There's a lot of drawing. Well, that's the question. Oh, it hasn't moved them. Oh. Did I label them wrong? Let's just check. Let's check I'm loading the right maps. I don't think I've got. That's interesting. Why? I'm not seeing the source code. I'm seeing. What have I done? Broken something. Oh, what's that tick? I was compiling up using the demo version of the maps. Yeah, it's always worth having a good map editor. You can save yourself an absolute stinking amount of time with a good map editor. Right, here we go. See, if I walk off now, I can actually stand on the edge of those ones. That might solve it. Just need a little bit more. I always tend to write. I mean, it's a crude map editor. It could be a lot better, but it does what it needs. Well, I think that might solve that. You know, this is where I've been spending so many evenings just literally moving blocks a tiny little bit. Yeah, it's because you jump to there. Ooh. Right. Let's quickly see if I can see where you can't see my source code. What have I done wrong? I'm not very good with this streaming stuff. There. Hopefully now you can see the code I'm actually looking at. Right. So that's hopefully that bug. Leads to the question. Leads to the question, what was the next thing I need to look at? Oh, I don't know if you get the music from the emulator, but God, it's loud. I've got some cheat keys in there. Can't remember. I can skip. I did add a. Oh, I did add. There we go. Added in the classic Amiga cheat. I can fly. Helps. This is probably one of the worst screens, getting him to walk over this bridge, because the Amiga map again, the entire bridge would go right to the very edges, so I had to shrink the bridge. Hey, reverse controls. that coin? Oh, I know one of the ones. It's probably the one that's been sitting there longest, which I have been putting off. Yes, there is a slight glitch here, but when I move back to the right, you'll see he just moves up slightly when he comes back onto the next screen. Yeah, it's one of those annoying bugs, but it's fine. He can't fall through, so yeah. These have been a pain. If I step on it, it should wait until he's in the middle, but it doesn't. And that resets my cheats. So I need to fix these crates. Oh. Let's have a look. Go on. Eggs on legs. Is that one? Eggs on legs. Can't remember which the invulnerable cheat. I can fly. Maybe I'll leave the cheats in for the final. Who knows? Might rename them. Oh, I did add. Game sheet keys. I have to go and look up. It's not. Can never. You'd think by now I'd be able to remember the order of the keys on the Sam Coupe. Bring in my specific. So we're using keyboard buffer 0. To 3. Item mode. I'm using F2 for item mode. There we go. So in theory, if I press F2, I think I can then back again. Yeah. Oh, my cheat key's not working. I need my cheat keys. I've disabled them somewhere. Ah, I'm not in debug, that's fine. Let's rebuild that. Right. Might need to reinsert the disc. Right. Now, hopefully, debug it now shows me the position of the hitboxes. So I can see that's a hitbox for where you can put the chest. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Might actually have to play the game properly. Oh, that's a bug. Oh, I must fix that. If you look at the middle of the screen, when it flicks in, it redraws the screen without the objects, because the middle of the bridge is an object where you fall down. It flicks in. Some of these screens have phenomenal amount of graphics. I'm not showing the map editor in. If we go, like this screen, the screen of the bridge has 65 separate items to redraw to bring in the map. The worst ones are when they get onto these, like there's 113 separate items that it has to draw for the screen. They're all these horrendous long list of objects. This includes all the dizzy frames as well. Yeah, room size is all variable. Oh, I didn't be doing that one. Oh. Need to work out why I can't use the cheat modes.
My life is good. I know it's good. I've done all I
Use the old-fashioned way.
all I achieve is this pain.
Debugging's the worst thing.
I know it's good. My life is good.
Right. Now, if I press F2, won't crash this time.
Those broken wings make a lonely sight.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
You've come a long way to die, and all because you thought you'd end.
Yeah, Turbomon. Used that many a time. But this is probably a bit easier.
My life is good. I've done all that I could, and all I achieved is
So checking all the keys.
all I
Yeah, it is tempting to. I've thought about doing a lot more plugin stuff. I've got a. When I'm doing Amiga stuff, there's a plugin. It uses the GDB debugger system with Fuse, but it's so flaky. It's not even worth it. I'm old enough. I've debugged without a debugger, which is painful. So this is any sort of thing like this is nice. How many times have you changed the border color at various points through code to see which color was solid when it crashes? Oh, that's not going to crash. It's quite happy now. Oh, maybe it's just a freaky crash. Right, unfortunately I've put this inside my things. Let's take it out again. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, that is tempting. When I'm on my main one, I've got a nice little bit of hardware that Colin wrote, or Colin built, should I say. So I can output text to a little debug unit, but I must admit, now I've got the Trinity, I really need to do more with that to do full debugging. And I'm also tempted to do more of a PDS. That's something I need to speak to you about, Colin, at some point, like a PDS system for the SAM. So you could do more toing and froing between them. See, it does, it crashes. Why didn't it crash when I had the breakpoint in there? Getting old and lazy. I enjoy a decent debugger. Right, let's. Right. Yeah. Yeah, anything so you just know roughly where you are is a bonus. So what we've got on the screen, we've got RAM 2, 3, so yes, that's fine. Oh, the RAM on picture, that's fine. To the draw buffer. Not pressing any keys, it's not doing much code, it's literally just flipping buffers. Press this in the clear list, but there won't be anything. So it's got to be something interrupt based that's causing it. It's going to be interrupt based. That's interesting. Top up mode. Disabled. Well. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Some nice debugging stuff built in. As with all the hardware, Colin, my order's there as soon as they're available. Ah, my order's there before they're available. Hell, I'll pre-order. Right. Right, so if I go into there, we crash. Well, we don't crash yet. Right, let's put. Oh, that's interesting. We're in IM2 at the moment. Somewhere we flick back to IM. I don't know if I've made my life harder with Dizzy. The interrupts is always the problem. Because of how the screen turned, I think there was just a few things they could have done better on the sound would have made things so much easier. Because I have to flick 2 banks. My game runs as a ROM in banks 0 and 1, A and B, which is fine. I have to flick in the screen as I do it, but then when I'm in the screen I need to flick in the map. So I've got routines that get copied to the screen to deal with all of the map processing and what have you. But the problem is then, because my game is ROM 0, so it's in the ROM, I use interrupt mode 1, sorry. That's fine until you're doing screen stuff. Normally you just disable the interrupts while you're doing screen stuff, because it takes quite a long time to draw when you're flicking backwards and forwards between screens. You get drops in the music. Yeah, that would have made such a difference. Or just being able to, when you page in your ROM, being able to lock it like the normal ROM is. So unless you specifically say page out section A. But so I'm constantly flicking between interrupt mode 1 and interrupt mode 2 to keep the music. It's all to keep the music playing. So, so I bet what's happening is it's trying to call interrupt mode 2. So yeah, so we're in interrupt mode 2 at the moment. So we're not doing anything else until we do the clear process list. Because we've got things to clear at the first couple of times. Probably haven't anymore. My guess is it's trying to kick in an interrupt 2 when it shouldn't be. Because the game ROM's paged in now, it shouldn't be doing it. Every time the ROM is in, it should always be using interrupt mode 1. Only time I flick out from interrupt mode 1. Let's have a look where I set. The only time I flick out from mode 1 is when I draw it. So initialize, come through. Where in IM2 there? Don't think that's the one, but IM2 won't matter as long as the screen's there. That's the thing, the screen is there at the moment, so something's not happy. So there's my IM table, FD, pointing to FE. So if we go to FE, there's my interrupt routine. Give 38 as well. Got a feeling there's a way in SimCafe debugger to break when the IM changes, but okay. So jump into, we are still in IM2. Which again, it's not the end of the world, because it's just designed to page back in the ROM really, and then call the frame interrupter. So shouldn't cause it a problem. No, it didn't. It's quite happy running. Ooh. Something does change it very briefly. I was just looking at Banks C&D. As I'm coming through, there. They're now 12:13. They've changed. Who changed them? Duh. Of course, it'll flick every other time because it's flicking between draw buffers to two screen buffers. It's double buffered. Stack pointers all over the place. Something not happy on that stack pointer. Yeah, there's something very not happy. Oh, flick to external now. Yeah, I think it's a stack pointer issue. So there's that. Take out these breakpoints. That. That's the other problem with jumping between interrupt modes and things and paging in and out things. You have to make sure your bloody stack pointers are on the right page in the right place. Right, so stack pointers 36BD. All this stuff 36BD. So that itself does not upset the stack pointer. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's good. What is it? Right, so we're coming in on IM2. Our stack point was 363. So we should not be in IM2 mode here. This is wrong. So let's have a look. We come in the code. Draw level. Oh, maybe I do sit in IM2 while I got the screening. I thought it's at an IM1. If page and level data switch to IM mode 1. Okay. So when do we go? So it really shouldn't matter whether on IM mode 1 or 2 with that. have a look at the interrupt vectors. So this is IM1, RST38. Good balanced, alright. Yellow. I wonder if that's the problem. This is the other problem I often have. Because there's various interrupts that can happen on the same Coupe, and they all kick off the same interrupt vector, you have to check the status. But you have to get that relatively quickly, because it doesn't happen for long. So these are the screen routines. This is the IM2. So it's called frame interrupt, which is right. Or calls line interrupt. Calls the right interrupt depending on the status. Yeah, if you, I haven't worked out how many cycles. You've only got so many cycles to read the status register. You don't have enough cycles to, because I used to sort of push all the variables onto the stack and then read it. You can't even read all, push all the variables onto the stack before the status doesn't tell you what the interrupt is anymore. It's really annoying. I couldn't help myself. There's on the Amiga. There's a bit where it does like a weird color cycle fade. Oh no, I don't even know if I do anymore. That's not it. The line interrupt I was using because I was trying to increase the number of colors so I can have a few more colors for the palette. For the panel. The panel on the Amiga's got more colors in it. Yeah. Oh no, I still do use it for a few bits and pieces to try and speed up stuff. To try and speed up the game, I turn the screen off after the panel while you flick screens to turn off any contention. So it physically turns off screens and stuff at that point. There's a potential problem if it comes in here and it's not a frame interrupt. Because whichever interrupt it is, I then just want to finish. So I push the return address of this point here, and then I jump to the line interrupt, does the routine, does a ret, so it'll then come back to here. But if it's not a status, not a frame interrupt or a line interrupt, it's going to come here, and then it's going to knock the stack out for one. So what I actually want to do here is return. Let's try that. Yeah, it's effectively what I've got now. You do have to read it really early. It's just frustrating because I don't like it. It messes up my code. I want to push everything at the start and then read it. It doesn't make a difference. It just looks wrong. Right. So this will. This does a similar thing. The IM on this one. The interrupt vector on here does the same thing. Pushes its return address and jumps to it. Oh yeah. I knew there's a good reason for putting your certs in. Obviously, if you add any code in here, because I've got like the NMI vector, because I had it pushed all of the various things out of the way. Same here. 6. It's a better way of doing that. Don't like it, but I can't bother changing it now. Right, what will happen this time? See, now it comes through, hits the random, it goes there anyway, so that's fine. Oh, I should be able to. It's not crashing. Can't remember what. Oh, I could just use left and right to. It's not crashing, but it's not doing anything. Oh, it's still managed to get back into it. Oh. It's interesting. I've added something recently, and it's obviously broken all my debug stuff, which is really frustrating. I've built in some debug modes so I could give myself like any item at any point. Yeah, see if any of them work. Keyboard buffer 0. F1 is screen mode. F3 is screen mode. F2. 1. C. That was it. Makes sense. So in theory, if I press C, I give myself more coins. Because then I can do that. Yeah. The island in the sky. Ooh. Yeah. Something very wrong there. That screen with the totem pole. Right, so come in. So the coin cheats work. It says some of the cheats are still working. F1 goes very flickery, but while I hold it, it shows me where the collisions are. So anything that's suddenly sort of flickering dark is collision. Any of them crash. Any that do anything sort of slightly unusual. Nope. Be right back in a second. Right. Empty glasses never help with the empty glass never helps with debugging. The fact it crashes when I'm not pressing a key is this does very little. Can't understand why it'd crash if I'm not pressing anything. Because it's literally just checking the keyboard buffer. Unless for some reason it is coming into the change item, obviously has to redraw the screen. Yes. The last thing I was working on was updating how I'd done the panel. It suddenly struck me that I had a lot of problems with the panel because of the double buffering. It's a real pain. There's no need to double buffer the panel. Plus, save me a bit of space. So, yeah, so I only ever. I'm always using the display buffer for the panel, or the draw buffer, so always for the panel. So when it gets the line interrupts, it comes in here, checks whether I'm disabling the screen while I'm drawing, and otherwise it flicks over to the display screen for the rest of the game frame, which find the frame interrupt. Find that bit somewhere. this is my game VB. So when it hits the VB, it flips to screen 0. And it shows us that. This is somewhere when I've been updating that. I've broken. Oh, really? Yay! You get some interesting crashes. It's not quite the specky colour crash. I always like that when it crashes. It's trying to go to. What's it trying to go to? I can't make up my mind whether like we're on IM2 and disabled interrupts and things because it's crashed. Everything's just so very wrong at that point. Round 2. Those early morning crashes, they're great. It's the early morning fixes where you wake up the next day and you can't remember how the hell you fixed it. Excellent. That's the downside of working on the machine you're using. So, sure as that's all right. I'm trying to remember now if there is a way of break pointing. Yeah, probably worthwhile clearing space. I have to pull up the manual to Coupe. Where is it? Yeah, there's something in the debugger in Coupe. The one thing I wish that more people put into their emulators is break on memory read and break on memory write. For an emulator, that's easy. But they just don't seem to very often. And it's so useful. BPM's up on Coupe? Don't remember BPM on Coupe. Because he added new features in the manual. I know he's added the until in Syncope. You can there's various things, but right, so I should be able to reset. Why hasn't mine got BPM in it? I've never seen that in the README. Is that a syncope.txt README? I've not seen that. Can't find it either. I'm in there now. Maybe I've got a really old README. The one I want for now is this. Is I've taken over. Right, so I've got there, so I need there. Oops, got that. Need to step through the interrupt routine first. That's the other annoying thing, is whenever you hit the debugger, you're always in the interrupt. I understand why from writing emulators before, but it's just frustrating. Right. Now, I want to execute until IM is not equal. No, do I want not equal to 2? Something's overwritten a bit of screen, but oh, now I do page that in. That shouldn't make any difference. Why are you drawing the panel? Should not be redrawing the panel at this point. So we should not be redrawing the panel at this point. Let's see. Just clear list. Check for escape. Not pressing right. Not pressing left. Not pressing down. Not wait. Wait for the key. Otherwise, we get back. So it literally doing nothing apart from flipping buffers. Then that leads the interesting question as to why does the panel clear? Our panel's cleared. Panel should not clear. Should make a difference. I hate it when you get bugs like this. You spend ages. You know, I'm debugging a feature that won't be in the final thing, but I need it to really be able to test the rest of the game. At least the panel has it. No. Stack products, we're going to clear lower RAM, but that's okay. Each screen keeps a copy of all the things it needs to clear for its screen, which after the first couple of times won't be anything. Frame interrupt. Yeah, I'll see you later. It's not the most interesting watching me debug stuff. No, I'll catch you another evening. Well, maybe the halt does help. Oh, there we go. Oh, halt helps. It's obviously catching something wrong. Oh, there you go. Nothing to do it. So I'll give myself a what do we need? Snorkel. There we go. Oops, one wait. An axe. That's better. See, now I can give myself whatever item I want. I can kill myself really easily. Right, so now that works. So we get rid of. Yeah, it's one thing that I actually hate about Society is that I like to use dot as my locals variable. Not at, and there's a really weird thing where if I was to have I think if I was to have like an at loop label here, that would jump to that one in preference to the one up there, because they're not just local. It does something really weird with them. You can have positive or negative local labels and things. I don't know, it's really confusing. Local labels are local labels to me. It shouldn't be able to go past this, because this creates a new local. So we should be able to now. Here we go. Some sort of snorkels. I'm gonna have to change those keys. That really annoys me. It should be up. I've got up and down the wrong way around. So pressing down. So we'll do this one too. Let's flip these keys over. I should be using the keyboard system that I wrote for I stuck online. It's all based on this. I used this input system originally, but I improved it quite a lot. I'll put it on the Facebook group. I'll probably write. I was going to write an article about it. I'll stick it in one of the next Sam revivals. It just gives you a bit more flexibility for remapping keys, because you can specify what the game keys are and you can just with game keys. But it's also, as well as having game keys, you've got the ability to say, is a game key up, is a game key, or have you pressed a game key, is a game key down. There's a definite difference between is a game key pressed or down. Certain things like left and right here, that is down. If I'm holding the game key down, he's absolutely right. Pressed will be used for things like space, for the jump. As you can see, I'm not using because I keep holding it. That's actually what happened in the original, so I left it in there. If I keep holding space, as soon as he lands, he'll jump again because I've still got the game key down. But with the new system, you could use pressed, and is pressed will return yes for the frame that it was pressed on. After that frame, it will return false. But you can also get on released, so you can say what keys are released. So you can have something that happens. You can have games where you can charge something up. You would check: is the game key down? Is the game key released? And you can use the on released to trigger the event rather than on pressed. So it gives you quite a lot of flexibility. And I say it also works with joysticks. Basically, it's got a system to handle everything. Now, it's the axe I need. I think that's what the entire purpose of this was for. So now, hopefully, I'll go over here. Right, I should be able to stand here. Oh, I've got the proper snorkel in the wrong place, but that's okay. Whee! Down again. I think we've got. So we can go over there. We can go into here, which is fine. But these two screens you saw there, there's obviously quite a lot off the edge of the Amiga. I wish when I'd written the map editor, I'd kept all the information for the Amiga size screens. Oops, crashed it. Oh, that's interesting. I rerun it, but it doesn't re-show on your screen. There we go. So yeah, if I'd have kept all the Amiga, I wish that you'd seen this, the main screen. Then it had the sort of darkened or slightly altered bit of what all the Amiga screen was. That way I could have seen where all the bits and pieces were. So I could have seen where bits lay sort of matched up. Yeah, you can see here there's a massive drop. So what we need to do is go into item edit mode. We should do that. And drop these down a bit. Oh, not that one. I want to stay there. Play around. I might move this down. I might drop all these a bit actually so you can walk underneath it. That lines up a bit better. The same on this side. It's a bit better. Now the problem is there is nothing off the side of the screen. So I imagine on the no, there is. There's that screen. I imagine on the Amiga these stopped at this point. So you might have to tweak these a little. To try and make sure you can't get through. Priority. Did I delete? I did. There we go. We don't need that one. Piece of coral. Oh, which screen? On this screen? This one. Yeah, you're right. Let's get rid of it. It's expensive to clip and draw. So that should stop me being able to move through. That'll work. I don't know, I've got a way of adding blocks, which is really annoying. Oh yes, I have. Hang on, I'll have a look. Let's go. It's trouble on the Amiga, they just had so many extra bits. There's like hundreds of bits of coral. They didn't have to care about draw speeds. Get rid of that one. No, move that one up. No, that can go a spec coral. And that bit of coral can go. That bit of coral can go. Right. Why is that a completely different colour? See, like, oh, I didn't want that one. I'll put that one back. No, this is where it gets awkward because I've got to remember how to do this. Nope. Nope. I added some keys to change the priority. There we go. I just hacked in random keys to be able to do things and then completely forget which keys they were. Right, let's put these rocks back in. Let's drop a lot of set rocks in. That probably works. It's close enough. The only problem will be is I just realised they're not set to collision, so should have added different colours. That one, there's a toggle collision. There we go. Look at the wrong block. That block. Toggle collision. And that block. toggle the collision. So that should work. Let's just check the collision on that one now. That's okay. That's okay because I just moved blocks around. So right, so you were saying the room to the right there's a 1 to 2 pixel bit of rock sticking up on the left. Which room are we talking about? On this screen? Is this the one you're talking about? These little ones down here? These ones? Oh, the right hand. That one. Oh yeah. Those little ones. God. You've got good eyes. Now is it attached to this block? This is the question. It's attached to that block. There we go. That's better. Right, let's save that. This is what I spent hours. I don't think there was a better way of doing it. I didn't want to. I'm not an artist. I couldn't recolor all the Spectrum graphics. In hindsight, it would have probably been easier. Recolor the Spectrum graphics, job done, because all the screen sizes are the same. But I couldn't. I'm not an artist, so I had to come up with a way. In the Amiga, I could rip all the graphics and they all fitted and all worked, but the screen size was different. So I can spend hours moving stuff around, which I wouldn't be doing if I'd recolor the graphics. So what do? Have an artist that's prepared to work for nothing. That's what you need. Everyone needs an artist that doesn't want any money. If you know one, let me know, because I know loads of artists, but like me, they like money. They don't see the point in doing this sort of stuff for free. I certainly ain't doing this to get rich. I'm doing it because I love to slam Coupe. Right, so now let's give ourselves a little snorkel. Where's the axe? Is it here somewhere? Ah, axe, there we go. Oh! What happened there? Got a feeling I broke it with my cheat mode. Don't really need to use the cheat mode to get there, I suppose. Ooh. Do if I don't pick up the chest. Oh no. Ah, that will be down to that. Control, try and fix one thing, you break something else. See, everyone wants this cheat mode in the final thing. But you can't have it, it's mine! It's my cheat mode. It's strange, when you write games for a living, oh no. That's odd. What's happened on that? When you write games for a living, oh, I've deleted a... Oh, how have I deleted those blocks? Oh, please don't tell me that my map ed's got a massive problem. That means I've deleted lots of things I shouldn't have done. Let's see. The horrible thing is deleted every single one of those blocks on every single screen. I don't see anything else majorly missing. I've just accidentally done that. Right. Let's go there again. Yeah, when you program games like I don't play games properly. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I don't play games properly. The games that I write, I haven't got time to play them. So I've always got cheat modes. Every game you do, there's cheat modes for them. Oops. But yeah, people always seem to want to play you at your games. You get people that go, oh, you wrote such and such a game, I want to play against that when we done Sonic Racing Transformed. Nope. What's the key to bring it forward? Everyone was like, I want to be able to play and race against you. It's like, I can't play the game, I haven't got a blinking clue. It's like, who wants to be a millionaire? I don't know any of the answers. I've really broken the screen somehow. Yeah, when we were at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I didn't know any of the answers. In the game, you had A, B, C, and D for the right answers. In the versions I used to be working on while I was writing it, we had E. So you pressed A, B, C, or D for the answer, or you pressed E and it automatically selected the right answer for you. No, why wouldn't you? Why can't I get this to appear in the right place? It's got to go back before those. But why are they there first? Maybe it's maybe more over here. Oops. Keys. Oh. Let's put some rocks in instead. Sure it was grass. See now the problem is I've got sound going. So it's got to line up with the objects. Well, that looks right. This entire screen seems to have broken. Don't know how I've broken this screen so badly. This screen's been a pain all the way through. This screen is the entire reason I put in the ability to load in a .h file. All the objects are positioned with a .h file, and so I put in a system to actually .h file just to bring in the position so I could show the objects. so I can get things lined up. There's so many bits of that. There's 99 objects on the screen. It's ridiculous. We'll have to redo this screen a bit more. This one forward. It won't be full because these are animating. The animating ones are drawn on top. Push it back. Let's do that. Oh, yeah, it does. Like that. No, you see, it's the 2 pixel alignment. Yeah, it really annoys. Probably is there. The trouble is, see these. Hang on, I don't need that animating. That's ridiculous. I don't need that animating. So now I just need to. Do I even need that bit of blue? I mean, there's hundreds of bits of blue in here. I'm an Amiga programmers. Right. It's like that. Oh, I need that. Oh no. Let's get rid of a load of these. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of items that I don't actually need. Okay, let's have a look at that. Let's bring this one forward. See, I'm thinking that looks just as good, and now I've reduced 19 objects that has to be drawn. Just got to select this side now. Get rid of that one, don't want that one. Right, let's put in a bit of grass there. Now push it back a bit. What's this one? So it's ridiculous. Get rid of that one. Bring that one forward. Move this one back across. Where is it? Can't get to it. Should have made this map editor much better. Right. See, it's got this tree here as well. I've got a feeling it's got 2 trees. And I mean, this is a big object for it to draw. I mean, it's drawing that entire object for like 4 pixels. Bye. Well, I reckon that's pretty good. I don't think anyone's going to notice that the tree's jumping in. Let's just check the rest of the screen to make sure I haven't broken anything else. Just to make sure there isn't a problem with the map editor. Yeah, it's looking quite good. A little bit more broken if it was doing something wrong. This is one I've got to redo yet, because you could come over here I need to put some way of stopping you, because there's nothing on the other side of that. Ooh, they didn't line up on the Amiga either. There you go. I've improved the Amiga version. Right, let's export that. Hopefully, after all that, right, go back to the game. Compile that. Reset that. Oh, it still fall off. Although I die now. Let's try jumping into that screen and see what happens. What do we see? Oh! Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Yeah. I didn't set the collision. Oh dear. So I wish I'd create actual item images that represent them. So do that, and that one, because I have to remember which the buttons are because I couldn't bother to draw icons for them. That one. There we go. That'll help. Recompile. When I'm in the office, I'll quite often test it on the real thing. It's great because I can just recompile and hit one key and it sends it across using Trinity. Buy a Trinity. If you haven't got one, buy one. I'll tell you, it's fantastic being able to hit a key from a PC and it just instantly appears on your SAM. Who doesn't want to develop like that? If I could just sort out a nice way of doing the PDS, being able to debug, we'd be sorted. Right. Oh, I'm thinking I might add some tree. It looks a bit sparse. But I think which one are you thinking? Oh, but I think there was 1, 2 in the middle of the bridge area. 4, 3. Oh yeah, they're the debug ones. That's a collision block for placing objects. So I have to be touched when I drop the axe for it to activate the axe thing. I am thinking we need trees. Annoying. You come from this and there's a big tree and you come on here and suddenly poof, there's no clouds, there's no trees, and that is a bit bland. So yeah, I think I'll put a tree on. I'll put one in a sec. Let's just check it works. Unless you think it's alright. I'm open to suggestions, but you know. Down I go. Oh, I didn't have a snorkel. Stupid me. Let's put some trees in. Let's quickly throw some trees in, because it is a bit bland. We don't want it to look bland, it's Sam Coupe, it's better than an Amiga. That's the actual tree. There is some bits of tree somewhere. Here. Yeah, I've tested that many times. Let's add a cloud as well. Where are the clouds? Since we've saved all those blocks, we may as well have something pretty. There we go. That's better. Right, let's re-export that. You can't see that I'm re-exporting it. There you go. I am. There we go. I'll re-export it. Let's go rebuild it. Right. Let's do I can fly. I'm gonna fly over to that screen first. Right. Now, we've got ourselves a snorkel first this time. Need to have a flicker. Hey, I'm underwater. There's not a horrible jump as I go left and right. Tiny bit. No one cares about that. No one saw that. Can't get through. Let's turn off I can fly. Just check this jump. Checks the jumps. Ooh, no. Such a hard jump. Always was. It's because you catch those things at the top. You're not in the right point as well. You end up rolling all the way off. I think I might have to tweak that. I mean, it's the same. Those are positioned the same as on the Amiga. It might just be that my movement system is slightly different. I thought I copied it fairly accurately, but maybe not. I'll tweak that. Go down here. That works. That's okay. Oh, didn't know there's a coin down there. Can I still get that now? Put those boxes. Yes. A slightly different colour. Oh, you see, how anal am I? Can't be bothered to change those for ones that look the same colour. Hey. I seem to remember there was something in here. If you, is it the Grave Digger's Spade? What girl made sure it's gravers and painful to grave robbers? Huh. I'll have to check the walkthrough again. Can't remember if that was meant to kill you. Was that meant to give you an electric shock? There's a lightning bolt. Yeah, I seem to remember something about the Bible. And if you didn't, there was a big lightning bolt that used to strike. You could be right. Let's have a look. This would have been very helpful at the start. No, I wouldn't, because I'm converting the other one, but I think I can't remember which one it's on theirs. I've got the source code to the Spectrum version, but it doesn't help because I'm converting the Amiga version. I never understand why every version of Dizzy was different to every platform. Let's have a look. Puzzles. Oh, there's still some that I haven't written. Maybe it's one of those. Cage, 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 cage. What screen number is it? Let's see. See, I'm gonna have to do it. I hate myself sometimes because I'm not happy. Oops. Because those are different colours. So I'm gonna have to change them. Oh wait, you can't see the map editor. There you go. I'm too anal. It didn't really matter that these blocks were different colours. But it annoyed me. Ooh. Yeah, zoom in and out as well. I'm old. Can't see small pixels anymore. So that one. That one, and that one. Got it. Yeah, there we go. Remember the collision this time. Oh, that's interesting. On this one they were light, on that one they're dark. They used two different ones. Right, so screen 73. Don't know if it shows you. No, you can't see the title bar on your screen. That's screen 73. So come into here. Let's save that. And I'll just. You don't get dialog boxes when they pop up. I'll have to see if I can work out how to show them. Just export this again. Right, so screen 73. So this is the puzzles. Shopkeeper, dock start, okay. There's an unknown puzzle on 83. There's an unknown puzzle there. Don't see a puzzle. On screen 73. These are copied out of the Amiga ROM. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to play the Amiga version again. There was definitely something there. There's definitely a lightning bolt. I remember. I remember that line. I'll check it another day. Right. Sorry, you can see that. I was checking this. This is the puzzle data. This contains the screen number, states, the address of the bitcode to run for every single puzzle. But there's nothing there for screen 73. So who knows? Well, other than that, what's next on the long list of things that need to be fixed? Yeah, there is. Sprite 224, 244. Hey, big lightning bolt. It's definitely there. But I say these are. This was ripped direct from the Amiga version as well. This is every single puzzle. Let's check the puzzles. Again, it's definitely. I mean, I've got. There must be a. On the Amiga, it must have been a very, very specific non-puzzle related bit of code, like a very, very specific piece of code. Let's have a look. I think I can. That would be other people. Dizzy. This is where I'm going to have to rack my brains because I've not. That literally that table. If I click back to the code, this puzzle data. This contains absolutely everything to do with the puzzles. There's a single piece of code that loops through them all. Yeah, it's probably that it's not a puzzle, it's very specific. So it's something that I've missed in the Amiga code. So if I bring in this, then I'll just it's the joy of this sort of thing. I've just got to add a new source to StreamLabs, so you can see it. That one, there we go. This is the Amiga version. Hey. That's where I ripped everything from. I'm trying to look at why it brings in that. It brings in a text box. So my code brings in the text box, so that part is working. So where's my scroll data? Scrolls, here we go. So it brought up the piece of cake. It brought up the hook jaw text. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's scroll message 19. So something well, we can't see it. There we go. This bit of code comes in, checks if you press a key. When you press a key, it comes in here, it checks every single scroll in the game, checks if that scroll is on this particular screen, checks if you're touching it. We definitely just appeared, didn't we? We have to do it again now, just to see. So something else is calling it. Yeah, I don't have a hitbox for it, so it's not registered as a puzzle. She's the question: how does the bit of text appear? That's where it just. Oh no, there is a hitbox, but Ah, because it's when I use no, it's when I use the gravedigger spade, isn't it? Gravedigger spade. There we go. Let's give ourselves that. Yeah. So let's have a look at that. Items. And this is why I defined all the items as equates and use that, because otherwise you forget. X, coins, crowbar, spade. Grave 1 puzzle. There's a grave 1 puzzle. Screen 105? That is not. Oh. Oh! You can't see the. Maybe if I. Let me have a look. Maybe if I can show you. Right. No, now you might be able to see the title bar, where it says screen 105 now on that screen. And what you'll notice is if I use my oops, let's zoom in and zoom out. If I use my screen select and I select a screen, that's screen 76. That's screen 105. What I haven't realised is when I use my cheat keys to jump left, right, up and down, you'll notice it's not updating the screen number. So I thought that was screen 75. It's not. It's screen... Actually, screen 105. There you go. So there is a puzzle for that screen. Puzzle 105. What it says is... If we've got the spade and check the item is in place, which it is. If it's in place, right? So display scroll. So if we use a spade, check that in place. Spade is not in place, because if we didn't have the spade, it would come here. Here's where we get the Bible. It only happens if you're carrying treasure. It's if you're coming out with that treasure, which we can't get to. So let's go fix that map. So, oh, yeah. I really must remember you can't see that. There we go. So yeah, so I've got this piece of code here. This is the piece of code that runs. Grade 1. Checks if we've got the spade. Spade's not in place. Spade is in place. I haven't displayed the scroll. Yeah, so you have to have the treasure and the Bible. So if you've got the treasure, yeah, so if you've got the treasure, I'll be carrying the treasure. No, fine, we exit. It's not a problem. If you are carrying the treasure, but not the Bible, then you get killed. So you have to have the Bible and the treasure at this point. Let's fix the map editor. Let's go back to map editor. But we can't quite pick up because this jump is a bit too much. Oh. I need to import the puzzles. haven't quite got those working in there. So, what's the collision on the screen like? I say we turn the collision off on those. Oops. This is ridiculous. I mean, how many bits of stalactite do you need? Yeah. So I've taken those or not. So I reckon that should work. So if we save that, try that. Let's export it again. Right. Now if we recompile. See, some people demo moaned about the delay when you flip between screens, and I mean there is a delay. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, you're getting an Amiga game on a Sam Coupe. Be grateful. Need the snorkel. X. Right. So in theory, if now go down. Pick a coin. Oops, got to jump. That's better. So that's stalactite. Stupid step. Now I've got the treasure, but I have not got the Bible. So this time I should die. Oh, so it doesn't look better now, they're in dark box. Yes, there we go. Right, let's try that again with the Bible this time. That should fix all those map errors now, so that's good. So, from a snorkel, you can see why you need this. You know, it had to be put in. I spent so many hours just, even with I Can Fly, running around the map getting items. You just couldn't do it. Right, now this time I'll go to the screen first. There we go. So now if I give myself the Bible, God. Do you reckon this day and age people will moan because you have to have a Bible? I don't know. Possibly. Hey, there we go. I can come out safely now. It's fine. It's all happy. I have the Bible. Right. The next interesting bug on my list is... I'll use I Can Fly for this. It's the annoying Indiana Jones scene. Can't remember what's indestructible. I Can Fly. Let's go out. Yeah, I'll go at least 3 screens across. Pursuit. Oh no! Nope! Ooh, that was close. Next one. Ooh, crashed it. Sigh. Yeah, just in case, I'm going to give myself a snorkel. And then I hit the thing. Oh, shit. Some days. Some days. See the screen? Oh, there we go. Yay! Amazing. Right. Now, what did you need to get down here? Skull crew dynamite. There's no hitbox there, is there? What is a hit item? Let's just check. Screen 83. No puzzle on 83. Oh, it's an unknown puzzle. Why is that an unknown puzzle? I've implemented that one. Oh, I know I've done that one. I was testing this recently. Oh, that's the wrong one. No, that is the one. Now, what did you need on that screen? Anyone remember? I sure can't. Dynamite, so that lays it there. Woodcutter's axe. Need to fix one that flickers. So the axe is that's not woodcutter's axe. No, I know I've been down here before. Did I cheat to get down there before? I think I might have done. Let's give the game on. let's fix that one. So the puzzle data for that screen. And that is let's double check. That is the map editor. Let's check I'm looking at the right screen this time. That is that screen, which is that screen. So it's screen 83. Okay. Screen 383. This screen 83. But it's not showing a puzzle. There's no box or anything. And there should be. Oh, again, you can't for the magic. So yes, I'm on screen 83. There's no box. You'll notice that there's no grey box to show any sort of, unless it's this tiny little pixel. I mean, the trouble is, some of the hitboxes are really small. This particular one, screen 83, 126 to 144. Oh, start. It's tall. 186 to 144. 41 to 66. So 4166 divided by 2 just because of the same thing. I think so. Might not be. But anyway, I mean it's a big box. We should be able to see it. Well, the debug versions draws the hitbox. It uses this information. Let's just check. I suppose the easiest way is to and debugger. Let's go through this. Right, handles keys, don't do that. There's the puzzle check. Okay. Run through the puzzle states. Just checking these puzzles. That's great. Okay, so does that. All draws. Let's go find the routine I wrote to draw the box. A bit puzzle work. It is finding the puzzle. Uncoded, unknown ones that I hadn't hit while doing walkthroughs. Problem is, I started doing walkthroughs properly, then as you got further through, it got a bit tedious, so I started cheating to get to bits and missed bits. There's a few puzzles in there that aren't used as well, which doesn't help. Debug. Hello, screens. Drawbox, here we go. So there's a function called drawbox, which I use to draw a box. Surprisingly. Ah, that's why. It's bad me. It draws the box when it's used to check if Dizzy's in place, but because it's unknown, it doesn't check if Dizzy's in place. If we flip back to the Amiga code, somewhere here I'll have some puzzle stuff. Check Dizzy in place. Okay. So we're looking at after dock end. No, yeah, after dock end. So there's puzzles, trapdoor. There's dock end, dock start, dock end. Grave 2, here we go. Room 83. Puzzle grave 2. Right. Let's add this puzzle. There we go. So let's create this. Puzzle grave 2. Okay. If I flip back this, you'll see what we'll do. So, there you go. Right. So what I've done is I've, rather than having unknown, I've called puzzle grave 2. And what we need to do is, first thing we need to do is check the item is in location. So, in this case it is, let's see, items. We want to know if the spade. Well, you can use a spade in more than one place. I didn't realise that. This might be why I missed it. If it's not in place, don't need to worry. If it is in place, we need to clear off the screen, really. Now, how do we do that? I'll do it with Dynamo. Let's have a look. Oh, we'll just do that, that's right. We clear off the screen. And then do dynamite again. Oops. Again, this is where I wish I'd define them a bit more, but anyway, because I've got Amiga, I know it's item 38. Because if I flip back to earlier, you'll see. You see here, we sure hide the enemy, number 38. There's a lot of them. Let's be sure hide it, 38. And then oops. And we should just be able to set the puzzle was done. When you turn the object visible, it'll start animating, doing whatever the animation side is. So I think it's down here. Yeah, there's a lot of object data. It's the object graphic table. Object demo data. Yeah, it's in here. There's DAT files because I bring it in. It's got lots of information about whether it animates once, whether it ping pongs, all that sort of stuff. Making it once it hits visible, it'll start it playing. In things like this, a lot of times they either vanish, or like when we use the axe on the bridge, it turns it visible. The first thing it does is it drops. Yeah, it just drops and then vanishes. So it plays the animation once of dropping and then stops. Oh, oh, don't want to be in here. Let's give myself a snorkel because it's a strange bug. It works on the Amiga as well. Because there's no water level set for this screen, you have to fall down this long tube. But because there's no water level set for the screen, you can take your mask off and you won't die. Obviously, as I fly up, now it will. Strange bugs that you find. No, I'm back somewhere really annoying. Oh, I'm going to die, aren't I? Should turn off the dying. It's annoying. The downside of flying between screens is the screens don't necessarily follow in any sort of order that you are expecting. In the case of those ones, because it's only 8 high and these water ones are quite low, you actually fall off the bottom of the list. There you go, we now got the box because I'm now calling his item in place. Yeah, because you fall off the bottom, it wraps up again, so some of the lowest parts of the world are actually at the top of the map. It's really odd. Great digger spade. There we go. Don't think I need it, but you know, never know. Just in case. There we go. I guess you'll be wanting a motor, but one. Oh. That's not the right scroll for that screen. There's something over here as well. That might be a coin. I'm not going to jump through yet. I'll come back to that one. I'm going to turn off item fly to check the jumps in these places. Oh, the jumping in this game is a nightmare sometimes. This is why I've had to check it, because sometimes you can't actually jump onto the things. There you go. Anyway, here we come off the screen, comes to the screen. That big tube I was in this one. I'm sure he may be able to jump up there. Oh, could have done that. It's half the battle in this game is being able to jump to the right point when you wanted to. Oh, I hit the floor. I don't remember that being so hard on the Amiga. It's another one I might have to tweak the map on. I think my control method might slightly be off compared to the Amigas. Even the Amigas was annoying at points. You know, pixel perfect jumps, otherwise you rolled past, and that's really annoying. There we go. Let's go give ourselves the grave to the spade. Okay. This one needs. I think this needs a bit of tweaking because you need to be able to pick up that corner. I'm not sure. Ah, maybe you have to have a fireproof suit to get in here. Maybe that's what you have to have. I have to check the walkthrough. Collect icon and key from the edge of the pier. Fireproof suit. I'll check the walkthrough properly. I'm going to give myself the fireproof suit. Oh no, I'm going to die. It's not until you're doing testing a lot on your own, I'll send you version to Colin and Peter have helped out quite a lot with the testing, so I'll send them a new version soon. You appreciate testers. I know I've appreciated Colin and Peter doing some testing for me because it's so easy to miss all this sort of stuff. Right, I want the fireproof suit. Where is it? There we go. Hopefully now I can't die with the flames. It's looking better. Oh, how did I fall down there? Well, that's interesting. Shouldn't really fall down there. The golden egg. Yeah, you see. As I say, you can fall off the edge of that screen. So that's got to have some collision put on. Sure something's going to happen when I do that. What screen number is this? $55. Well, I've done most of these. This is a bizarre thing. I must have done them in my sleep. Remember coding this stuff. I got a feeling I might have lost some. I had a hard drive crash a while ago. I might have lost some. Yeah, see, screen 55 is unknown as well. See, I think I might have done these just before I had a hard drive crash. So when I restored from backup, I hadn't. The backup I hadn't saved it. I did leave the fireproof suit. That's alright. Who needs a fireproof suit? I must check the. I presume that's given that those positions are so similar to the Amiga. There's no way you can do that without the fireproof suit, so it's got to be that you need those. Right, let's go and check this screen 55. Let's go and see what the Amiga has to say about that. Screen 55, golden egg. Here we go. That's what it says. Test some random light first. Oh, it'll be some message. Right. Golden egg. No, it's straight spelled golden. Is there an R in golden? Who cares? Source code. Right. So on the Amiga, we check whether an item is in place. Right. What item do we need to check is in place? Item 70. So we want to check if item 23. Golden egg. Makes sense. I'm just going to check. Yeah, so while it's in this one, normally we, like on the great last one, we checked is the item in place when we turned if there's no carry. If there's no carry, the item's not in place. But in this one, obviously, the egg is in the right place to start with. When it's not in the right place, that's when we've picked it up. That's when there's a problem. So then, what we want to do then is, because it's what happens on the Amiga version, we need to find a couple of specific enemies, 32 and 31. Start the folder. Cage. Cage. Movement speed. Let's set movement speed on. Right, so that'll start the ball rolling. Oh, let me get. See, now on the Amiga it does something very specific. So a lot of these things like find enemy or index over here I've written stuff up. Then it sets this giant rock delay. Sets positions as well. And that's another enemy 33. Screen data. Again, I'm sure I've done this. I hope I haven't lost it all. I've just got to work it all out again. What's it called? Let's go and have a look. So, yeah. Oh, I've done something. So, oh no, I'll clear it now. This clears it. This is the object you check, so it comes through here. Object boulder. It's not drama, only kill if moving. Oh. Alright, huh. Okay. So we just need to delay it. Oh, obviously gives you a chance to run away. 28 hex. This bit I'm not sure about. I'm not sure what this is doing. 5 past. Let's see if I've used it in any of the past. So I do a lot of 4 because it sets the. Sets the speed. Don't know if I did. Trying to remember what 5 past is. Four. Ooh, the one there. Ah, this is this one. Oh, this is the dock. There's so much. There's the dock. Let's go have a look. Right. There's a lot of stages to the dock. All 5. That's game objects. 5. It's a blind position. Oh no, in game. Yeah, it's the Y position. Doesn't make any sense. All 4. Well, a fair chunk, so let's see what happens when we try. Something's going to happen. Oops. Oops. Right. I can fly. Okay. So still need. Yep. And we need. Okay. Ooh, let's see what happens. Oh, gone off screen. Gotta fix that. Oh, it goes down. No boulder. Got a feeling the problem is the boulders actually start to screen. Oh, I'll have to have a good look at that one. Might have to be it for this evening. It's getting late. Kids will be up soon. Right. I shall leave it there for now. I shall I should probably do some more tomorrow. Just make sure I've saved the map. Oh, maybe I'll. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. I need to see what the rock. I was going to quickly sort out this map edge, but I think I need to see what the boulder does first. I'll have to play with the Amiga version. I know there's some stuff on this screen where these boulders start to fall down once you've collected it. So I'll have to look at what that is. Oh, you can fall through that block. I think you could stand on this block that said Rob, but you can't. There's no collision. Anyway, yeah, I shall. I'll have a look and I'll stream next time, and we'll fix the last few problems, and yeah, we'll take from there. Thank you for watching. I'll speak to you all later.